Hello there. My name is Arthur Deedle. What you are about to witness is part 1 of the Quit Chasin Podcast 999 Challenge. You are about to experience the retelling through the eyes of co-host Alex Kruger. This edit, much like Alex, is more long-winded and self-aggrandizing. And like its editor, it'll be filled with self-promoting whimsy. So sit back and enjoy the Quit Chasin Podcast 999 Challenge. Alex's version.
Fans are singing along with Bryson Stott's walk-up music.
Dominguez kicks the pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. And the ball game and the series are over. Home run for Kyle Schwarber. A grand slam for Bryson and the Phillies have the National League Championship.
Fans are singing along with Bryson Stott's walk-up music.
Dominguez kicks
Welcome
the
in
pitch.
folks, to the first ever live episode of the Quit Chasin Podcast, where Danny Gerb and myself attempt to conquer the 999 Challenge. To everyone that's joining us live so far, thank you. You are lucky. Let's get this bad boy underway. Danny, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I hated that view. How about you?
It wasn't my favorite view.
All right.
And I'd like to watch the game. So
Yeah. We're going to get it all figured out.
So to anyone keeping score at home, beer number 1.
Oh, look, the governor's at the game. This is watch along.
And Mike Tomlin or
drinking
Omar
beer.
Epps. It's hard to tell.
Well, I don't know about that.
It's well documented that they are
Sure.
the same person.
Sure.
Anywho, normally at the beginning of the 9-9 Challenge, you would also have a hot dog. But in true Alex fashion, I did not have the pot ready yet. So they are cooking as we speak. We'll get to them in a moment. That's for right now. It's the return of JT Realmuto. This is exciting.
This is exciting. Hey, so if you're watching along, if you're playing along, if you want to drop a comment on what beer you're drinking, if you're drinking beers, if you are drinking something else, whatever, that's cool too. Keep tabs in the comments. Let us know all that other kind of stuff, and let's have fun. Let's go. Let's do it.
I'm excited. I also need to remember that the camera's there, not there. That's where the TV is. That's where the camera is. So let's see.
I can move it for you if you want.
So Mercado and Marchand both optioned down the Lehigh Valley with JT coming up. And Junior Marte, Junior Jr., friend of the show. Show with a friend. It's exciting.
Speaking of friends of the show, right, Alex?
Oh, yes, Daniel.
I'm just saying.
We're going to have a few friends of the show. Was that a lead-in? What we're doing there? You just want me to pick up the pace from here? I can do that, folks. So we're going to have a couple of friends of the show stopping by. Matty Pupo, we have alluded to him. We've mentioned him for episodes worth. He's going to be stopping in at some point. Our good friend Chris Ferry, you might remember him from our quarter table round table. He'll be stopping by as someone who is also competing in the 999 Challenge. And then we got Danny's buddy Fish, who I will kick over to Danny to explain who he is.
Yeah, Fish. It's Fish. We had awesome people, and now we have awesomer people, right? More awesome, awesomer, whatever.
6 1/2 dozen.
Yeah, I'm with you. Whatever that phrase is. All right. Yeah.
I just realized I did not send the link to either Danny or Chris.
I'm Danny.
To either Matt or Chris. So I'm gonna
get on that and
do that.
Yeah, I told Fish I'd send it to him. I did not do that either. That's okay.
It's exciting stuff, folks. You know what? I wonder.
This is a dog.
Oh, folks, this is Luna Bell. Now, Luna is probably our number 1 canine fan. Isn't that right? Oftentimes when we leave and she's away, she'll listen to the Quit Chasin Podcast. It's one of her favorite things she'll listen to. Isn't that right?
And we'll be updating our 999 scorecard throughout as the innings go. Yeah.
Look at you, 1 down.
My plan is to do to the first.
To the first. Okay.
To the first.
All right.
How about you?
I'm just going to try and go 1 for 1 for now. If the water's boiling, feel free to throw a pack of the dogs in.
You got it.
My man.
You're checking out the hot dogs, so the real game can begin. or half an inning in with 0 dogs, if you know me, you know I get early or nervous early. And I don't know, half an inning in, 0 dogs. This can't be good. I'm worried about our heroes. Alex, I'm worried about our heroes. They're not ready yet. We're going to be playing catch up. Probably, if I have to guess. Well, I don't know. Let's see what kind of outing we get from Sanchez. I'm excited to see that. Everybody loves the poop. All right. Do you know what?
You know what? That was my first love it or hate it. I was just about to go into love it or hate it, Danny, the poop series.
We're going to give you a love it or hate it inning. Love it or hate it, Alex, the poop series. What do you think?
All right. So I think we've talked about this before. Maybe not with our crowd. Maybe we have. I don't remember. But
I don't think we've done it on it. We might have done it back and forth, but I don't think we did it in the show.
Okay. So the poop series is, I don't want to laugh because it's so juvenile, but it's like watching an Adam Sandler film. And like, it's juvenile, but fuck if it isn't funny. It's funny. That's good. Here's the thing. Karen and I have talked about this when we eventually have a kid. I want the initials to spell something cool, like oak or goddammit, or something like that. So poop, the fact that there's a word, that's fantastic. I'm always looking like St. Louis 00 Philly slop. We don't talk.
No, I've been doing it
as much as you can.
Yeah. So apparently, like when the Phillies are away in Colorado and it's 3-3, it's Creep series.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
This was the Peep series at one point last night. This was Peep.
Yeah.
I thought that was fantastic.
So
we need to do it more.
I do find it fun, and like the whole thing with the poop series, like, yeah, dude, like, come on. I'm no fun hater. I love a good poop joke. I love a good fart joke, right? Who doesn't? When it first came up and you saw the screenshot, I was like, poop series. Cool. Much like everything, much like the phrase jump the shark.
Jump the shark.
Jump the shark, right?
That's very meta.
Very meta. That's how I feel about it.
I like it. But
and like you see, I think, who is it? Like Drunk Phillies fans, whatever. They are the couple that made the shirt, and they have it on a blue shirt too, so it looks even like. I get it. You think it's fun, and I'm not gonna spit on your fun or whatever the term is, but
shit in your cereal.
Sure,
all right,
sure, but like, man, it doesn't look good to have JT back.
God, dude, there is something. There is a level of just feeling the competence when you have the right people in the right places, and like JT is one of those guys that I crapped on him so hard last year and leading up to this year. You can go back into our archives and look. Excuse me. I was not a great JT fan, but he's really showed me something this year. He has re-earned the best catcher in baseball moniker. I will say that and have no problem saying that. And that's almost harder to do, to lose that, which he lost that within the last 2 years. He lost that moniker, but he took it back.
I would agree.
Right?
I agree.
And that's even more impressive. He's like, nah, man, let me throw on my Levi's or Wranglers. I don't know which way he swings, but it's one of those two. And let's do work.
And this is where we would need to be the numbers guy and like take a crunch and look. Just like the eye test, though, does seem like the pass balls are a little up.
Sure.
You know.
They do. They have, but.
He's a freaking devil, right?
He passed ball. What the hell? I did not see that one coming. It was premonition of you.
I mean, they're all
nice.
It doesn't, like, I don't know because I don't know the numbers, but just watching the game would say the pass balls are up.
They are. And here's the crazy thing, okay? I didn't see a ton of that shit when it was Stubby and Marchand. You still saw it, which you do with every catcher.
You saw more with Marchand than Stubbs.
You did.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Stubbsy showed me some shit, and I was really – so here's one thing. You didn't get to see the game last night, but
I did not.
I was this close from texting you like, great, Stubby just broke his hand, because I thought he did. There was a ball that hit him on the hand that I was real damn convinced with the way he reacted that he had just broken his hand. So I'm glad to see that he did not. What you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing?
I don't think it's the cord.
It's Luna. I've been calling him Looney.
No, it's Luna. I mean, she's got plenty of she.
I've been calling him Looney. Sorry, Looney.
No, that is a she, sir.
That is a she. So, all right, where did we end up? Love it, hate it on the poop series.
Okay, cool. So with that swing and the way it hit on the barrel, I really thought that ball was gone, and not being able to hear the crack makes it tough.
Yeah.
Neighbors.
I heard him.
She hears them. Yeah, well, when you've got a 110-year-old house, you're going to hear noises from next door. It is what it is.
Did we come to a conclusion on the poop series?
On the poop series, I love it.
Still?
I think I do.
Okay. I'm going to go somewhere in the middle with it. I loved it at first. I thought it was funny, just like everyone else did.
Sure.
Now every Phillies Pirates series,
Goddamn.
I don't need
my man.
I don't need to see a timeline filled with the poop thing. I've seen it for a couple years now.
That's fair, folks. Johan Rojas just made a phenomenal catch. That's the other person that when I see him there, I'm like, cool. JT is number one, but Johan Rojas, dude, when I see him in the outfield, I feel a little bit better. When I don't see him in the outfield, I'm a little bit like, ugh. Folks, we're going to go check on these hot dogs. We are already down one. We'll be back in a moment.
Oh, there.
And we're back, folks. Don't you worry. We're already a damned out in. That's okay. Danny and I have gotten 2 dogs apiece to make up for the ones that we have lost. So now let's go to the comments section and see what we have missed. Kara Zimmerman, Luna is such a good girl. That is right, darling. She has been delightful. Danny was smart, gave her a lot of attention really quick up front. She's been super cool with him since. And yes, I fed her, went outside. She's great. Corey Welk, Rojas just did the Matumbo finger. So for mom, that's that. That's the Dikembe Matumbo. Not today, sir. Not in my house. You're damn right he did. There's just something nice about Rojas.
What was that for? Doritos? What was that commercial? Staples? Was that Staples?
Oh, wonderful.
It was something ridiculous.
It was a Geico commercial.
Geico
commercial.
All right, well.
Yep.
I'm into it. And Rojas has been playing the defense that he was playing that got him that starting job this season since he has returned from AAA. So,
what do you think it is? Do you think it was just like young dude was told that he's super good at defense, so he just kind of took his eye off the ball and took some shit for granted and forgot that he still like actually has to try?
I kind of think that was what it was, that they did tell him, don't worry about give us that defense. And he just thought naturally it was. I don't know, a little wake up call like that, because he's come back up.
Yeah, he's come back strong.
And has played that defense.
He's played very, very back to normal Rojas defense. He's less. It's funny because like I think about the fact that Casty took him under his wing. And Cassie is the king of absentmindedly just being in the outfield. And then Rojas started doing it. I'm like, all right, don't pick up that habit. So yeah, no, that was interesting. All right. So I feel like if we could stay, on top of the dog and the beer in the top half of the inning, we're good. We're going to sail. It's going to be phenomenal. You already finished your second dog?
I did.
God damn.
I did.
All right.
Holy shit, man.
Yeah.
It is warm in here, Alex.
I told you when you said to turn off the air conditioner.
It would be loud. Fish, buddy, I see you. One second, my man.
Oh, is Fish waiting?
Yeah, kind of.
How badly do you want a dog? Kiss? Kiss? No love? Oh. I can't give you a dog yet. I don't know if I can give you a dog at all. Is that cannibalism? Like, I know a hot dog's not like a dog, but I don't know. 2 dogs in. 2 dogs in, man. Almost 2 birds. You 2 birds?
Yeah, I'm about to 3 everything. Can I get you anything while I'm 3ing things?
No, I'm good. I'm going to talk to the crowd for a second.
All right.
Damn you. Going straight to 4?
Yeah.
That's ballsy, man. I feel like I got to space them out. I can't front load.
Well, we are going into the bottom of the second. So I'll tell you what. I don't know if you guys, if you're playing at home, please let us know. Also,
the strategies.
Yeah, so my strategy was kind of to pound out a few in the early innings.
Okay.
And then slow it down in the middle innings, or maybe even if I'm lucky enough to just completely not do anything in the middle innings, and then just like
Wouldn't that be nice?
backload whatever I have to at the end.
See, here's my biggest issue, and my life with consuming food
Mm-hmm.
is that's a lot of head, buddy.
Yeah, well, it will go down.
That's how head works.
Whoa!
Ew. It's cool. I jimmed the camera so they knew that it was a joke. Ah, shit, what was I gonna say?
I have no idea.
All right.
Something
I
about
wonder-
my timing.
I wonder how often this is gonna happen, folks. So I'm only 2 beers deep. I'm not much of a beer drinker. You probably watched the show. I don't really consume a whole lot of beer. More of a wine guy. So beer is interesting. These are Miller Lights. I don't think this is any beer-related shenanigans. But, fuck O'Neal Cruz. All right. Maybe this is early to talk about it, Danny.
Mm-hmm.
But Philly Killers.
Mm.
The entire city of Pittsburgh. Don't give a dog to the dog. Thank you, Mom. All right. Mom told me, do not give a dog to the dog. You just saved Luna's life. Thank you, Mommy. All right. So the Pittsburgh Pirate organization is one big batch of Philly Killers. When you think of the Pirates, is there a specific Philly killer that comes to mind? You know what? While Danny has 2 mouths full of food right now, there are some that immediately come to mind for me. And he's currently still a Phillies killer, and that's Josh Bell. When Josh Bell wore the black and gold,
Absolutely, Josh Bell.
he murdered us every effing time. Andrew McCutchen has been a Philly killer for a decent amount of time, and it hurts.
His first at bat as a Phil was a home run.
As a Phil or as a Pirate?
As a Phil.
Was a home run for us?
Yeah.
That's just the thing. He just, I don't know. There's something about Kutch, and I love Kutch. I do. But I learned very quickly when I moved out to Pittsburgh that the Phillies just don't play well there. And I've seen so many games at PNC Park and so many losses. And I've watched the Pirates and the Phillies play countless times. And it's always not an accurate representation of how good the teams are.
Mm-hmm.
So Philly Killers right now, and Matty Pupo,
Right
I
now.
know you're not watching this right now. And if you were, I'd love to know your thoughts. And hopefully I get them later. But Rowdy Tellez, I think, is the next Philly killer on this team. I mean, Brian Reynolds sounds like the easy option on this Pirates
Ryan
team.
Reynolds. He's got a new movie coming out.
That's Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah. And I am trying to get his link out. So bear with me, everyone. Also, it's the 999 challenge. Watch along. Drink a beer. Eat a hot dog. Get off my back.
Oh, buddy.
What?
Buddy. Mom's home.
All right. Can you? I'm working on these things.
All right. Hey,
Thank
folks,
you.
I'm back. I've re-upped on everything. Folks, super excited. Kara has just gotten home from work. So I can only imagine, since we are in her living room as well, that at some point she will be joining us on the broadcast. Man, we've got a mic ready for you. So super excited for that. I am on to dog and beer number 3. Out. Got him. Which is great because the second inning just ended. And now here we are, headed to the third. Folks, I am going to go greet my darling. We are going to be right back. And we are back, folks. It is the top of the third. Game 2 of the Poop Series. Johan Rojas at the plate. I am 3 dogs down. Damn it, Danny's 4 dogs down. Danny and I both finished 2 beers.
No, this is my 4th.
Fuck you. I finished 2, Danny finished 3. Oh, wait, there's someone in our waiting room, Danny.
It's probably fish.
Oh.
I'm in.
Let him in. Do we got to go to the headphones?
Oh, yeah, we do.
Folks, bear with us for 2 seconds. We're about to add a friend of the show. All right, I got you.
Hey, fish, man.
We're back. How are you, friend?
Nice. How's it going, guys?
Good. Hey, for everyone, this is Fish. He's in a band, Low Fast. They are
Ooh.
Philadelphia.
Wait, Big Dick Day Low Fast?
Yeah.
Oh,
Legends. Yeah, check them out on all the stuff. Fish, guess what, man? I love you, but we're better than you.
They're better than you, man.
Yeah. How you
Hey,
been, buddy?
I'm repping. I got my prized Big Pride jersey here in the background.
Love it.
Yeah, like didn't you wear that to a prom or something?
No, what happened? My brother almost didn't graduate from med school. Well, get his PhD because he was walking down the street. He had missed like 3 birthdays of mine in a row, and he saw this Bake McBride jersey hanging there. Now, I had an ex-girlfriend who basically had Bake McBride's hair, so he had enough money to either pay for his last semester or he could have possibly went over if he went and bought this jersey. Well, he bought the jersey, I put him over. I gave him a couple bucks so he could finish up with school. And to this day, I own it. That's my prized possession right there, man.
Nice.
So
nice. I love it.
Anyway, so I see it's an exciting game at the park. It's 0-0 so far, unless I missed something in the meantime.
Love it or hate it, Fish, the poop series.
I love it, man. Why not?
Yeah, I mean, it is a fun thing. It's a little much. That's my only take on it.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, man. I hate the Pirates. I freaking hate the Pirates, man.
Speaking our language right now.
You know, I mean, my mom. You know, it's funny. My parents lived in Pittsburgh, and my dad converted because he was a Chicago fan his whole life. He moved to Pittsburgh. He became a Penguins fan. He became a Steelers fan or Stillers fan.
Oh, the Stillers, yeah.
And he just still hated the Pirates. So I can give you a couple of good. It's amazing, but I actually just told this story today. I was over. I had to go over to the one beach house this morning and mow the lawn. And when I was over there, there was like a family of older gentlemen. They had brought their kids and everything. And they had one guy had a Cubs hat on, and the other guy had a Wrigleyville shirt on. So I was born outside Chicago. My dad was a lifelong Cubs fan, and I told him the story where it's funny. My dad, he passed away, unfortunately, but he passed away the year after the Cubs won the World Series. He passed away in the playoffs, and one of the last things he told me was they just weren't making it this year. So, but my father, he didn't cry when his mother died. He didn't cry when my brother and I were born, when he got married. But you should have saw him, and he bawled like a bitch when the Cubs won the World Series. So,
yeah,
I get that.
There were all those like news articles and like field pieces about like that Cubs team winning that series that year, and like all the families it brought back together. And you heard those stories all the time, or like the guy that went to his father's like gravesite sat there every night listening to the Cubs games on the radio with his dad because he knew they were going to do it. Like insane stuff.
Crazy, right? My parents, when they were living in Washington, D.C., they actually got engaged at a Washington Senators game.
Wow.
And then when he went back to Chicago, they went to a Cubs game. And my dad said that when he went back to the Cubs game, it was the most romantic date of his life. You believe that?
I believe it. Could go ahead.
He said they kissed after every pitch. He kissed my mom on the strikes, and she kissed him on the balls.
There you go.
I don't know if that non sequitur was meant or not, but it was fantastic.
There it is.
There it is.
There it is. I was waiting for it, man.
You had the name right.
But yeah, anyway, man. So I've been enjoying the podcast. I don't get all the games. That's why I'm not even watching the game right now because.
Yeah, well, you're done. Yeah. For folks who don't know, Fish is a punk legend in Philadelphia. Sells out the L Bar, all 50 people every night. He's there.
Oh yeah.
But he's moved. He subsequently has moved down to North Carolina, and we all miss him. But so that brings me to this. Like, what are your thoughts on this team? What are you hearing down there? Because you've got a lot of transplants. Like a lot of people relocated down there. Like you're not the only Philly dude down in North Carolina.
I'm not, and it's funny because where I'm at is I'm coastal, so we have we get to watch go watch some good high school ball. We get to watch some good college ball. Even UNC Wilmington is a Division I school for baseball. So
Okay.
there's a lot of good stuff like it, but it's really a kind of a hodgepodge and a mix of who people like for their teams. So what ends up being fun is, I'll see people out all the time. I'll have either my Sixers hat or I'll have a Philly shirt on or an Eagles. I was just yesterday, I was walking through the grocery and I heard someone go, "Go Birds!" So we get it. We get it a good bit. I do have one buddy who's quite the baseball fan, and he's a total Phillies fan. Man, he's on the same boat that I am. The year that we went to the Super Bowl and didn't win, the year we went to the MLS and didn't win, same year we went to the World Series and didn't win.
At least you only went to the second round of the NBA playoffs.
Oh, man.
Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Couldn't help. It was right there.
I know. Mr. Guinness himself.
I know. Indeed. I'm a Magic fan, so who am I to talk?
Well, that's kind of my point, though. The thing is, we've been having some great first halves of the seasons. We're starting off really strong. So I'm just hoping that we can follow through. There isn't. When it comes to pitching and hitting, this is one of the best teams that I've saw in a really long time.
The thing that gets me the most is, and this is why I was so excited about today's game, because today's game, for the first time since I think May, is our Phillies team again. Trey Turner went down on May the 4th, and before he came back, we had already lost JT. So again, this is the first time the proper Philadelphia Phillies lineup has actually played together since May 4th, and that's insane to think about. But the crazier thing is the fact that we've been able to not only stay alive, have the best record in the NL East, the best record in the NL, the best record in the majors. Yep. I think this team does have some regression ahead of it. I think there are some flaws. I am fascinated to see what is going to happen at the trade deadline. What are the pieces that are movable? I adore Brandon Marsh. But would I give up Brandon Marsh to get an outfielder that will play every day? Yes. I want a ring. Alliances be damned. Favorite guys be damned. I want a damn ring.
I'm with you. I just and I feel the same way about Marsh. Where we might be a little bit different is I think having a guy like that in your clubhouse means a lot.
I agree. I love our clubhouse. I think our clubhouse culture creates a lot of our success. I agree with you there.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. And that's why, especially in places like, the NBA or MLB too, when you get into the playoffs, it's a different, it's big boy sports then. That's why a lot of the younger guys will fall off. They just don't have the relaxation and they're just not comfortable enough to step into the game a lot of the time, I think. But sometimes the vets will help. In Marsh, how many years is he playing now?
This is his third year with the Phillies. I don't know how many years he had in LA or anywhere before that, but I imagine it hasn't been a lot. He's got to be in his mid-20s. I don't think he's very old at all.
Yeah.
Marsh.
Yeah. We're debating on, we're seeing, is Marsh, would you consider him a vet at this point?
Yeah, right. He's not.
He's been to a World Series and an NLCS. I'll give him vet status. I'll give him vet status, but
yeah, he's somewhere in between that, not a rookie, not a vet, because he did his rehab stint in Reading this year.
Reading?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he's not on that veteran contract that can deny rehab assignments yet. So whatever that in between stages, he's probably there. Yeah.
The big one that those Cubs, who the Cubs guys had to bring up to me the other day when we were talking, don't you?
Schwarber.
Of course, man.
The greatest leadoff man in MLB. Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
That's just him being a leadoff man just cracks me up, man.
Now hold on though, Fish. Hold on. Let's talk, because you've listened to the show. Our stance. Where do you land on Schwarber as the leadoff guy?
I like it, man.
Right?
listen, if you're a band or you're a comedian or whatever, you got to go out there and you got to punch him in the mouth right away. And I think if you're going to have someone who can punch him in the mouth right away, it's going to be him.
I love that.
I mean, you're in a, especially if you're a team that's coming from out of town, you're playing the Phillies in Philly, and you're 4 pitches into the game and you're down 1 run. That's why it's nice to have them there. It's just you have to re-gauge everything you're going to do for that entire day, because now you got the fans into it, you got the team into it. You got a 1-run lead. You're spotted a run, basically. Yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah. What's that cheesy saying about him that you're only 1 pitch away from being in scoring position when he's up. Some cheesy saying like that.
The thing for me is his walks alone get him there. The fact that he's hitting the average that he's hitting this year, the Schwarbesance is phenomenal. I adore Kyle Schwarber, and I'm here for it. I'm here for it emphatically. Fish. First off, this game is going entirely too fast for a 999 challenge, and the Belchers are coming. So I apologize.
It is moving. This game is moving on us.
It's really moving here. But Fish, I need to know how you and this handsome son of a bitch became friends, got to know each other. Tell me the story, the origin story of you and Danny.
Oh, buddy.
Well,
do you want to tell it, or do you want me to tell it?
Listen, I think it would be better if Danny told that story.
Okay. All right, Danny. So tell me how you and Fish became you and Fish. I'm so excited.
All right, so
I'm listening, but since you guys are grabbing a beer, I will also grab a beer.
Yeah, do it. Yeah, Fish also lived this story, so
that's true. He's been there, done that.
So now one of our now mutual friends, John Law.
Bob Loblaw?
What?
Bob Loblaw?
John Law.
John Loblaw?
John Law.
John Law.
Is that someone? John Loblaw is someone?
Continue.
John Adams from the Adams Family. They are tearing up the horror genre. Google the Adams Family independent horror movies, and you are nothing but articles of praise is going to come up for what these guys are doing. And check out some of their stuff. I recommend it. I haven't seen all of their flicks. I've seen a good amount of them, and they're pretty great. Right? John Law's movies are pretty stellar.
Yeah,
and
they're
only
awesome. I haven't seen the newest one, but they're great.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen them all either, but I've seen a good chunk of them. They're each one is getting better and better and better. So check them out. Anyways, John Law was playing in a new band, the X's, with then Brett Scallions. After Brett Scallions from Fuel started playing bass. Long story short, I got a call from a buddy who was quasi doing some promotion / management for him, and was like, "Hey, I'm in Philly tonight promoting this Brett Scallions' new band. Come on out." So I went.
I actually think that Danny was a fuelie. He swears no, but this is the part of the story where I think where maybe we have a little bit of a disagreement. But I think he might have been a fuelie.
The band Fuel?
Yeah, the band Fuel.
Okay, sure.
Brett Scallions' new band.
Fan. Yeah. When I hear Scallions, I think of Green Onions, but go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you what, dude, out this way, because I'm sitting in Central Pennsylvania with Alex Fish. They're local heroes out this way.
Dude, they kind of are a big deal. It's Poison and then Fuel.
There you go.
Live.
Poison and Fuel live.
I lived out there for a while.
Yeah. Of course.
Yep.
I thought it was Lancaster, but whatever.
You
It
remember
doesn't
Mr.
matter.
Barnacle?
The what?
Mr. Barnacle at McDevitt?
No.
He went to school with Brett Michaels.
Oh, yeah. Well, my brother was friends with Brett Michaels. A lot of people in this area were.
Your brother was friends with Brett Michaels?
Yeah.
That's
Brett
surprising.
Michaels lived in Carlisle.
Yeah. Rock of Love.
Not Brett Scallions.
They might have both lived there.
Right. They dated each other. It's fine.
Hey, when you have Wanda's, who wouldn't live there?
Oh, Wanda's.
Yeah. I played the show at Wanda's. That place was awesome.
Not as good as the Rusty Nail, but I'll take it.
I've also played the Rusty Nail.
You played the Rusty Nail? Get the fuck out of here. I played the Wire, but not the Rusty Nail.
So anyways, the story. So this is the story. So I go to see this band. because Brett Scallions was in it. That's not a lie, Fish. I was going because he was in it.
Yep.
Fish was going because his buddy John Law, who's in the Statues of Liberty, Banana Fist Zero,
John Lovelock, right?
Other bands,
Sure.
was his buddy. Yeah,
We didn't play that show.
You might have. By the time we got there, you weren't playing.
Yeah, I can't remember.
We walked in like at the end of the. If you must have opened because whatever the feature was, they were ending before the X's played.
Okay.
So, me and my band, Burnt Hogan, at the time, were standing around, and you pop up. Fish pops up with a CD. He's just like, "Hey, you guys in a band?" And we're like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Oh, cool. Well, I book like these punk rock Thursday nights at the Abilene. Like, if you want one, you just message me on MySpace. Also, here is, yes, Deanna, that is Fish the Fish. Here is a CD of our band." And we were like, "Yeah, cool," because we didn't have a show at the time. We were looking to get booked. We went back home a couple of days later, like didn't think about it.
Sure.
We go back home, and me and Mikey, the drummer, were just hanging out, and Adam, our bass player, comes home from work,
God.
and he comes through the door, and he says, "Hey, I listened to that old guy's CD. It's pretty good. We should hit him up for a show." So I was like, "All right, cool." So we send him a message on MySpace. We're just like, "Hey, man, like, we listen to your CD. It's pretty good." We didn't call him the old guy. We just said that personally. "Hey, man, it's pretty good."
To put things in perspective, I think I was probably, 33 at the time?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You were younger than I am now.
Yes.
Absolutely. So we send a Facebook message like, "Hey," and he sends us a message back like, "Yeah, all right, guys, sounds good. How about like April the 9th or something like that?" And we're like, "Cool, sounds good." April the 9th it starts to come up, and we haven't heard anything, and then we saw the bill for that show, and we weren't on it.
Ooh.
So our buddy at the time thought you could unsend messages, and he just writes a message that says, "Yo, Dick, you gave us this show. We're going to show up with our guitar and our drums, and we're going to rock your face off." And then he was like, "Dude, I sent this." I was like, "What?" I was like, "That was our only show. Like, you got it." I was like, he was like, "No, I'll just unsend it." I was like, "You can't unsend it." Well, Fish, being as cool as Fish is, just sends a message back that says, "Hey, guys, sorry about that. How's this date?" And we were like, "Yeah, sounds good. Thanks, man." So that's how I met him, and then we started going. He booked us a lot, so we were seeing him a lot, and then his band Low Fast is just unbelievably amazing. So we started going out to a lot of those shows and seeing him. Then I was fortunate enough to share stage with him, and we just became good friends from that.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. That's the exact kind of story I was hoping to hear.
All because that old guy's CD was pretty good.
That old guy's CD. It always gets the job done. I'm going to go check on the next batch of dogs.
I think it was Oh Boy, right? Oh Boy, or another one in the can.
It might have been another one in the can at the time.
Yeah. All right. But hey, it was good.
That's I like to say that it's still pretty good.
Well, you know what the funny thing about like your discography is, and like for the people that are listening or the people that are checking this out, like it's all available. Go on any Bandcamp. In fact, you've been around and you've done enough stuff that a simple Google search of Low Fast and a ton of stuff comes up.
Hey, we're all on the same frame you are. We're on Spotify, just like you guys.
Yeah, right. Exactly. You know, that's at the Quit Chasin Pod on Spotify. Thanks for the plug, bud. But the funny thing about your discography is, was it Drop D's sounds like Central Pennsylvania in the 90s. Yeah. Like it sounds like the Fuzzy Bunny Slippers. It sounds like, who are some of those other, like Mr. Green Jeans?
The Bogmen. Remember the Bogmen?
I don't remember the Bogmen. No, I don't remember them at all. But I remember
it was like there was like that kind of Squeeze / Red Hot Chili Peppers weird thing going on.
Yeah, it was. It was like somehow like a mix of like alternative and hippie at the same time.
Yeah, we didn't know what we were doing, so it made it perfect.
It sounds like that, like Aaron. Like, wasn't like Tommy from Chambersburg, and you did some time out this way too, right?
Did some time.
Yeah, I did some time. I did some time in Camp Hill.
Yeah, it's a prison sentence, right?
I was really in Camp Hill though. I was near the sheets. I was near the sheets where the cop got killed in a car chase between the sheets and the Little Caesars in Camp Hill.
All right, hold on. Sheets
What
and Little
year was
Caesars in
that?
Camp Hill. Yeah, what year was that?
That would probably like 94 maybe.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So you're by the farmer's market, I think. If I know about Little Caesars.
There was a shopping center that was there. We're kind of behind like where the high school was in Camp Hill, the old Camp Hill High School.
Do you want to hear a funny story about our friendship? Where were you, Fish? The blizzard of '96 when the walk bridge in Wormleysburg collapsed and went down the river.
Oh, I was at whatchamacallit there on the river. The G-Man, the old Wormleysburg G-Man.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. Do you want to know where I was?
in your crib?
No, I was sitting at home at a snow day because I was in third grade.
You want to know what's funny?
It was
4 doors up from here.
There you go.
Hey, is that shirt? Do you have one? Is that the Fanatic shirt?
Yeah, it's. I don't know who the artist is. I forget.
No, okay.
Well, yeah, it's one with the.
I love that one.
It around.
I just ordered the one with Embiid, and then they have the Bird Gang one.
Wait, hold on. Who are you talking about? Are you talking about Heavy Slime? It's not a Heavy Slime
again?
shirt.
No, it's on Philadelphia Independence. I mean, I don't want to. I mean, I'll give them a plug, but
Yeah, it's fine. If you remember who it is.
Yeah, Philly Independence. It's actually a little store that I think they have different artists. It's down in Old City that does those shirts, and they have like some really cool like designs and stuff like that with the city and everything. But no, I love that shirt. That was on the list.
So can I just, gentlemen, if I may be so bold, how is it the 5th inning already? I feel like I cannot keep up pace
Because there's
with
a
this
lot
dog, and I'm almost positive I'm on 5 dogs now. I think you're behind on a dog.
I am behind on it.
I think you need to go get a dog.
I do.
How are you on beers?
I
think I'm on number 5 because I have 3 in there and 2 here, so I'm on number 5. But like, dude, we're at the halfway point. I don't know if I'm going to yak or not. I don't think I am.
No, it's flying, and we're good at this point. Hey, how long do you want to stick around, Fish?
Well, I mean, I don't want to take up anyone else's spot. That's number 1. But you said 5th. Holy shit! I thought it was the 7th inning. I'm a.
No, we do have our guest in front of the show, Chris Ferry, is coming in in the
7th. Yes. At some point, Matt Pupo's stopping in.
Oh, Pupo, the cook.
Yeah.
No, the brother.
That's the brother of
the cooler of the Pupos.
Okay.
That is the official Quit Chasin stance.
It's
the
not.
Cooler of the Pupos.
It's not. Yeah, but Anthony's got his restaurant out there in Pittsburgh.
Yes, Al Derba Verde.
Yep,
something.
That's the one.
Like
that. Check it out. And Matt will be joining us later on in the broadcast as well.
Well, that's awesome. Well, listen. What I'll do then is you got.
Yeah, before you leave, we do this with all our guests. Yep. Alex and I like to make bold predictions way too early. And now that we're in the second half of the season, what and against who do you think is the Phillies' last game of the season?
When you say last game, you mean last game that means something, or are you talking about?
I mean,
the last
they
time
stopped
we get to
playing
see Phillies
baseball
until
after that.
April, May.
Yep.
Oh well, I think there's going to be a lot of people celebrating on the last.
My man.
Yeah. I'm
You
feeling
think-
it, man.
You think it's
Yes,
straight
Fish.
down Broad Street?
Yes, Fish.
There's a parade, and it's coming. It's coming to Philadelphia.
All right, cool.
World champions.
Who are they beating in that last game?
Who are they beating in that last game?
You know what would be so sweet? What about them Yankees? How
What
about them
about them
Yankees?
I would not hate an 09 rematch, and I've been thinking about that. It's scary. I will, dude. All else being equal, it does scare me. They got a lot of fucking dudes on that team, but it would be really, really nice to potentially get an 09 rematch. Fish, thank you so much for.
And I'd rather
coming.
play them than the Orioles, man, for sure.
The Orioles are scrappy, and there would be a civil war within my internal family because my father's an Orioles fan. So I can't be begging at the hill of Rushman. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. But thank you so much, Fish, for joining us, for being a part of our first annual live 999 challenge. I think Danny and I are going to regroup.
We are.
Mom, I'm not going to puke. I'm fine. I rallied. It's okay. I got some of the indigestion through. I'm ready to keep going. We got 4 more innings. We're going to do this. Fish, thank you so much.
Yeah,
Thanks,
dude,
guys.
thank
I
you.
appreciate it.
Up.
Good luck with the podcast. You guys are killing it. Keep it up.
Oh, man, I appreciate it. Thank you. Check out his stuff and his band.
Low Fast is the shit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Awesome.
Big Dick Dad. Big fan.
Oh, hello there. Wasn't that fun? Fish was a fantastic guest. He must be from Bikini Bottom, he is such a character. Keep your eyes peeled for part 2 of the Quit Chasin Podcast 999 Challenge, Alex's version.